I got lost. Let's see. Yeah, the best place is on the watchtower. You may want to put a blanket there or something. I'm not sure where the watchtower is. The watchtower? Okay, well, I thought it too. He gives you a long puzzled look. Oh, here. He points at the pile of crates. Okay. Just climb up on the tallest one. You'll have a great view of the northern side, the more dangerous side. Also, I know you're tired after all that riding. He points at the tent on the other side of the camp. I can handle a couple of hours sleeping on the ground. If you wish, go there after me and rest. Just this once. At least I have the pallet inside. Okay, thanks a lot. Let's not also be rude. Ah, I can see outside now. You put your blanket on the tallest crate and sit down. The night is warm, but the sporadic summer breeze brings gentle refreshment. Bleh. From time to time, your back aches, and you have to force yourself to keep your eyes open. The light of the moon helps you focus on the tall grasses. For most of the time, you spot smaller critters and birds, but there are exceptions. At one point, you see three-horned deer trying to challenge one another. Before they clasp their antlers, a two-legged dragonling appears, leading its much smaller offspring. The furry beasts try to intimidate the predators with roars and aggressive head movements. After a few moments, both sides walk away, slowly, not willing to risk a fight, nor to admit their defeat. I don't let it distract me. I keep looking around. You hear the death screams of distant prey and the mating calls of monkeys. Runners are chasing a gray hare. A group of musk oxen lazily chew the grass, preparing themselves to sleep. A dusk fox is running together with a lynx, making playful screeches. Thankfully, you never have to intervene. You just sit there, watching the not-so-distant forest, trying to outlast your sleepiness. You can only guess how much time has passed. Once you feel you've had enough, you climb down and go to a tent, waking up the bearded man with just a couple of words. You confirm that nothing important has happened. I gather my things and squeeze into the tent. I use my bag as a pillow, but my blanket, put my blanket on the pallet and cover myself with my cloak. Sleeping in a tent is not the stuff of dreams, but it's a much welcomed rest. The pallet keeps the cold soil away. The moonlight saves the outside world from the eerie gloom. You listen to your own breath and find a comfortable position. Your job starts tomorrow. I focus on the real goal of my journey. Explore the peninsula. The Merchant Guild wants to take control of this realm. Your wardening duties are secondary. First and foremost, you need to explore the peninsula, learn about the territory, resources, and threats. Get to know the locals, and if you can, convince them to consider negotiations with Hovlaven, officials and traders. Could the tribes resist the soldiers, or be a threat to the priests of the United Church? Are there any forbidden practices that need to be eradicated, such as blood magic, necromancy, robbery, or slavery? At least I have time. 40 days to be exact. I need to be as thorough as I can. Once you finish your reconnaissance, you should speak with Tulia and return to Hovlaven. There you'll report back to your employers and get your reward. In the meantime, you'll have your own goal to pursue. That's a lot of stuff. So are these choices? I need to gather some extra coins so I can save my siblings from debt collectors. Okay, I'm putting together my backstory. I need to gather some extra coins so I can retire early and live in prosperity and safety. If I gather enough connections in my locals, I'll use them to become a player in the Merchant Guild. Now, become a hero. Why is that the night sound? Some kind of monster. Make this safe for our locals. New life. Huh. If I die, that'll make this one even sadder. Yeah, let's go with this one. I need to gather some extra coins so I can save my siblings from debt collectors. Okay, new shelter unlocked. New entry. Gather wealth. You can't travel during the night. Press the sleep button to rest. Oh, okay. Your half-asleep senses are catching the sounds of the wild forest. Your instincts keep you alert and anxious, though the pleasant, humid late summer air evens it out slowly. You're thinking about your goal, but you need to gather your strength. Alright, we'll just go to sleep. Sleeping in a tent. You can spend the night in a borrowed tent. It's nothing special, but it will protect you from the wind and rain, and the ground won't be painfully hard nor cold. Oh, okay, so what's this? What was that thing again? I can't remember. Is that like the weather? I don't know what the star is either. What's this thing? Oh, go back. Okay. Pneuma. Use your magical amulets. Okay, that's what that is. Appearance. Huh. Definitely have to get clean. Okay, so that's what that is. So, this means I'll get a bit dirtier. I'll get double hunger. I'm going to get really hungry in the morning. But I'll also run out of this thing, too. Huh. Oh, no, actually, I gained that. I gained that much. Okay. So, replenish mana. You take a look at your amulets. For most people, they would be nothing more than trash, but you wouldn't sell them for a pouch of dragon bones. You use them to save Numa to your will. With these little mementos, the few spells you're familiar with are far more reliable. Who knows, maybe there's already some power held in them. You look at the old, though clean bandages, and that remember dozens of herbal balms and wounds. You can put them on your hurting muscles, bruises, and scratches. Then hum an old song about time, which either heals all wounds or kills us too soon to let us bother with our problems. After a few hours or so, the linen will warm up, confirming it did its job. This tent may not be much, but your spell would make you feel as good as new. I guess they mean sleeping spell, though you'd lose some of your energy. Okay, they mean a literal spell. Huh. I'd rather keep my soul stronger than my cell. Yeah, what actually happens exactly? Yeah. I'm guessing nourishment? What actually is going to be? I don't even know. Okay, let's try it. You're woken up by the sunlight, well rested and ready. Without haste, you gather your things. After only a couple of breaths, you notice a weird smell, like a roast. No, burning meat. Burning rotten meat. Disgust crawls into your consciousness. You exit the tent. Your horse is looking around nervously. Your bags are where you had left them. You see an open gate. Also, how did this change? I'm hungry. Appearance. So I just cancel out what I could have replenished. Okay. I go outside to see what's happening. Both soldiers are standing near a humble pyre. The man in the shirt looks at contemplatively. Bleh. Tulia is the first one to address you. Krim, she grants you with a nod. We used the horse's manure for the flames, so don't worry about cleaning it up. Huh. You see a corpse among the flames. It's impossible to tell if it belongs to a male or a female, but it was an adult. The burning process won't be over for a few more hours. A traveler or an undead? The latter. A young one. She lacks the pneuma to understand that she couldn't get inside the camp without climbing. I stabbed her with a spear from a safe distance. She sips her weight. One more fog and she'd be a real threat. Even now I took a couple of hits to knock her down. Sooner or later, every human cell wakes up, gaining more strength through each soul it devours, and each moment it spends in the fogs. Burning the dead is not just a religious practice, it's a necessity. Blah. Soldiers, priests, village mayors, even road wardens. Making a large pyre takes a lot of time, but it saves lives. Tulia calls this undead AC. Most unites hesitate to do so. Huh. So she's not from the Unite? Time for me to leave. Running away from the reek, huh? I don't blame you. She walks with you for a few steps. Find us here if you need us, or if you learn what happened to Asterion. There's enough ground here for you to rest. Safe travels. These words make you stop. An old farewell, mocked in a number of songs and tales, but yet You hear no scorn in Tulia's in her voice. You wonder how many acts of kindness like this one you're going to experience in the days to follow. She returns to the spire. To the pyre, not spire. I prepare myself for the journey. It's early in the morning and I'm getting tired. I should have known there would be so much reading here. Use the travel button to see the map and move to another area. You somehow miss the fact that your mount is already saddled and warmed up. You double check the equipment, but you don't need to fix anything. The soldiers were diligent. Normally preparing any palfrey for a long journey takes a lot of time. You put on your gambeson and make sure that your axe is tightly attached to your belt. Then get in the saddle. The palfrey knickers, ready to leave. It's time for you to get to the crossroads north from here. Oh, right, over here. Travel. Okay, travel forward to continue your journey. Once you've done with the north, speak with Tulia and return to Hovleben. Oh, this is where I am. Okay. Travel north. Even at a later hour, you wouldn't expect to meet any travelers in the valley. The warm summer breeze lowers your mount forward, but the serene chirping of birds is quickly replaced by the distracting screeches and gurgles coming from further down the path. You soon find the pack of four. Wait, you soon find the. Yeah, the pack. We actually knew about them. You soon find a pack of four-legged griffins. They're larger than foxes and merge the features of birds and furred beasts. Each one is of a different size, coat, and colors, and their temperaments are just as varied. Their fronts are covered with vivid feathers, while their rears have darker fur. Their wings are massive, making them impressive jumpers, but they're too heavy to fly. After 2 dozen beasts are yelling, brawling, and chasing each other around. Oh, about. I am really tired, aren't I? I consider my options. I'm actually the actions that involve a random chance. Oh, okay. You can't enter the forest blindly. If these or other creatures were to chase after you, the thicket would be disastrous for your horse. There are reasons why travelers stay as close to the main roads as possible, and why adventurers move in groups. Usually, the safest approach would be to stay where you are and just wait for the pack to get hungry. It may, however, take up to a couple of hours. You're thinking about your conversation with Tulia. You've got a lot to do, and time may be of the essence. Huh. Yeah, so this is the thing that gives me information, but I don't think I'll click on that until I've confirmed. Actually, I should be safe. Okay, I can't get it out of the way. Never mind. Yeah, let's go for the cool stuff. I grab an amulet and shape a missile of light. A harmless flare will frighten them off. Let's do it. You can learn more about your abilities in the character sheet. Okay. You grab one of your oldest amulets, a pendant made of leather and a single dim pearl. The little sphere is covered by cryptic engravings, but if there's any special meaning behind them, you were never able to find out what it could be. Holding the pearl between your fingers, you feel the pleasant, familiar warmth. The spell you are about to cast is not much more than a mere illusion. Dang it. But you take a couple of breaths, trying to minimize any risk of failure. The Pneuma? I'm going to guess Pneuma. The Pneuma leaves your cell. Excuse me. The Pneuma leaves your cell, formed into a white ball that you barely comprehend. When it falls next to the griffins, for a couple of blinks it emits dazzling light. The animals squeak and snarl, fleeing in multiple directions at once. The road is now clear. I ride forward and enjoy the touch of my pendant. It cools down slowly. Huh. What? I got an achievement. Keep track of your achievements as your journey unfolds. Let me check that character thing they were talking about. Okay, after years of practice, so a new healing. Yeah, so that's why. Is that why my vitality is up? Maybe. Alright, let's return. Because there's nothing else. Huh. Okay, so I have to make sure I keep that up. Return. The road splits. According to what the soldiers have told you, you may find a safe inn by turning left. The forest to the right is lush, and the trail overgrown. Kids used to have this song. How did it go? The harshest pathway leads to the dragon's lair. Those who search for treasure, do you truly dare? The signpost in front of you doesn't make your situation much clearer. It was put here by someone who can't write. For folks who can't read. Covered in old red paint, it points east. Blood there. As people say, danger to be found. There's not a soul to ask for guidance. Huh. Okay. So left will be the inn, and right is the deeper forest. Maybe I could find something to eat. I should probably go to the inn then. Do I have any money? I don't see anything that means money. Alright, I look at my horse. What's its name? I have to name this horse too, forget that. Sodal is peaceful as you stroke its mane. Maybe it can't help you choose a path, but you've spent many years together. Happy to go on, it takes a couple of steps forward. You spot a few berry shrubs and wild cabbages, but they still need at least 2 weeks to gain maturity. Uh-oh, what do I do now? I guess I have to do it, travel again. Okay. So go to the forest, go to the inn. The inn might give me more stuff. Sodal trots with ease. I should have changed the name of that horse, unbothered by the few branches covering the beaten road. The bird songs and distant howls draw your attention to the forest, which gets sparser and brighter. You spot boars, roe deer, and saurians. The sight of a nearby wolf pack worries you, but once you push your hips forward and your palfrey enters a canter, the beasts don't even begin a pursuit. Your speed alone will protect you from many dangers. You notice a stone tower taller than the trees. That must be that thing. Is that a tower? Oh no, it's a small house, isn't it, and a gate. Maybe. It must be the inn I've heard about. Okay, I think this might actually be a good spot to stop. Might be a bit early, but that was a whole lot of reading, so I'll see all of you next time. Bye!